Dre Williams had always believed in two things: loyalty and love. Growing up in the South Side, those values kept him alive. His circle was tight: his girl, Jade, and his best friend, Malik. They were more than just friends, they were family. On the surface, life was good. Dre had a steady hustle, keeping his hands clean while making enough money to move Jade into a decent apartment. Jade was the one he saw a future with, ride or die, or so he thought. And Malik. Malik had been there since the sandbox. They had fought for each other, bled for each other. But loyalty ain't love. And love ain't always loyal. One night, Dre sat in the dim glow of his living room, scrolling through his phone while Jade painted her nails across from him. "You always on that damn phone," Jade huffed, not looking up. "What, you got another chick or something?" Dre smirked, setting his phone down. "Nah, ma. You know it's only you." She rolled her eyes, but he caught the faint smile she was trying to hide. They had their ups and downs, but he always believed their bond was unbreakable. The next night, Malik pulled up to Dre's place. They sat on the balcony, passing a blunt back and forth. "Brew, we about to level up," Malik said, exhaling a slow cloud of smoke. "I gotta connect, some real money moves. We just gotta be smart." Dre nodded, but something felt off. Maybe it was the way Malik wouldn't make eye contact. Or maybe it was just the way life had been too good lately. Storms always come after peace. 2 weeks later, Dre's world shattered. It was a regular Tuesday night when Dre pulled up to Malik's spot. The door was unlocked, which was weird, but Dre walked in anyway. That's when he heard it. A laugh. Her laugh. He stopped in his tracks. The TV was on, but the sound wasn't coming from that. It was coming from Malik's bedroom. Dre's heart slammed against his chest. He stepped forward, every part of him hoping he was wrong. That his mind was playing tricks on him. But when he pushed the bedroom door open, the world stopped. Jade. In Malik's bed. Time slowed. The sound of their shocked gasps barely registered in his ears. Malik scrambled for words, hands raised like he could undo what Dre was seeing. But some things can't be undone. Dre didn't remember throwing the first punch. But he remembered the feeling of Malik's jaw cracking beneath his knuckles. Malik stumbled back, blood dripping from his mouth. "Brew, I ain't mean for it to happen like this." Dre didn't respond. His breathing was ragged, fists clenched so tight his nails dug into his palms. Jade pulled the sheets around her body. "Dre, please," he turned to her, betrayal burning in his eyes. "You was my queen," he whispered. "I gave you everything." "It just happened," she said, voice cracking. "I didn't mean to hurt you." Dre let out a bitter laugh. "Nah. You meant it. You both did." He turned away, knowing if he stayed 1 second longer, he'd do something he couldn't take back. Dre disappeared for a while. He cut off everybody, went ghost. The South Side moved fast, but it never forgot. News of Malik and Jade spread quick, and respect for both of them dropped. One night, Malik showed up at Dre's spot, bruised and looking desperate. "I messed up, man. I ain't got nobody left." Dre stared at him for a long moment, then shook his head. "Ain't my problem no more." Malik left with his head down, and that was the last time Dre ever saw him. The betrayal nearly broke him, but Dre wasn't one to stay down. Instead of letting the pain destroy him, he turned it into fuel. He threw himself into his hustle, stacking his money right. Cut off the fake ones, kept his circle tight. No distractions, no second chances. One day, while out on business, he met MIA, a woman so different from Jade it almost scared him. She was solid, ambitious, and had no time for games. "I don't do drama," she told him up front. Dre smirked. "Good. Me neither." For the first time in a long time, he felt like he was breathing again. Years passed, and Dre never looked back. Malik. Nowhere to be found. Jade? Just another bad memory. Pain had taught him something: loyalty ain't love. And love ain't always loyal. But real love? It doesn't need proving. It just is. Dre finally learned that. And this time, he wasn't gonna let it go. Dre had built a new life for himself, away from the ghosts of his past. MIA became more than just a distraction. She was his anchor, his equal. Together, they laid the groundwork for a future Dre never thought he deserved. As he watched the sun dip below the skyline from their balcony, he realized how far he had come. He wasn't the same man who had walked out of Malik's place, broken and betrayed. But deep down, there were still scars. They didn't define him anymore, but they were there, hidden under layers of success and hard-earned peace. MIA knew the story, and though Dre never asked for pity, she saw the weight he carried. "Anything you want to talk about?" MIA asked, her voice soft yet strong. Dre glanced at her, a smile tugging at his lips. "Only that I'm lucky you found me." She laughed. "You think I found you?" He winked. "I guess we found each other." It felt right. This time, he knew he was in a real relationship. No games. No secrets. Dre stood on the rooftop with MIA, watching the city lights flicker beneath them. Life had come full circle, and for the first time in a long time, he felt whole. No more ghosts. No more chasing after love that wasn't real. MIA leaned into him, her presence grounding him like nothing else ever could. "You look at peace," she said, smiling softly. Dre looked at her, his heart swelling. He didn't need to say anything. She already knew. "I am," he said, his voice steady. Finally. The world hadn't been kind to him. He'd been betrayed, hurt, and lost, but in the end, it was the lessons learned through those struggles that had shaped him into the man he was now. He wasn't afraid anymore. He'd found real love, and more importantly, he'd found redemption. And with MIA by his side, the future looked brighter than ever.